Good day. So today we'll be taking us through how to set up our control panel as a staff or an admin of a school. So the first thing you need to do is to log into the portal. Once you've logged into the portal, this is the first page you would see. I need to go back a little for context. So you see a home page, and the next thing you do is to tap the hamburger menu and go to school portal. So once you get to school portal, the next thing you do is to go to the control panel. This is you trying to set up your portal. At first glance, this part is usually very empty, right? It's showing these classes because I've selected some classes already. Now, if you're logging in for the first time and this place is usually very empty. So what you do is these are the options you would work with. You have add/remove classes, add/remove arms, add/remove subject, teacher access, update profile. We're just going to work with this: add and remove subjects, classes, and arms. So first thing you do is to tap this list. Once you tap it, just brings you here. You see a plus icon at the top. Tap the plus icon and then you select classes. Let's assume you use grade, not first grade, or use grade 1. There's a difference between first grade and grade 1. So use grade 1. What you do is to tap grade 1 and then you scroll up to get it. Sometimes you need to just scroll to be able to get the grade 1. As you can see, this is the grade 1 I select. So this is the method you would use to get your classes. Just for each of the classes you use, if it is grade 1 at 3, just scroll and then select the classes that you handle or that you use in your school. So just select this as well, and the next thing is for you to go to arms. So we have, these are arms already selected. So if you have peculiar arms that you use in your school, so I would just type it here. So I'll use let's assume machine is my arm, right? As I've typed it, it comes here. You can see the machine. So this is how you set your arm. Then the next thing is for you to select your subject. So these are subjects already selected. Now I want to add more subjects. Like I said, by default, if you haven't selected any subject, this is your first time of going to the control panel, you meet all those places empty. So all you need to do is to just select the subject, the classes, and set your arms. So now I'm working with account, action words. Just scroll. There's a search button at the top. You can use it to search any subject of your choice, right? So let me just search CRS. So this is it, CRS. You can decide to also select this. So any subjects of your choice that you want to select, once you've selected, use the tick icon at the top to save it. Okay, so this is basically how you set up your control panel. Please note that before doing anything on the app, you need to set up the control panel. If your control panel is not set up, you'll not be able to use the app. So the next thing is this teacher access comes in play when you want to give access to teachers regarding some subjects and some classes. So now let's use Tina Ubokun for example. Let's assume that we don't want to give her access to these classes. We just want to give her access to class 1. So you can see by default the buttons are already turned on. So you turn off the buttons you do not want her to have access to. So we do not want her to have access to this classes. We turn these classes off. Just keep scrolling, then turn off the buttons. Now for the subjects, let's assume you just want to give her access to literature. You leave literature button on and turn off every other subject. So this is how you give access to a teacher. Once you're done doing this, you use the tick icon at the top to save it. And the next thing is for you to update your school profile. This is where you go to enter your school motto. So let's assume that knowledge is power is our school motto. Just type it here and that's it. So this basically is how to set this up. So once you've done that, you just tap the tick icon at the top to save. Then scratch card access is basically when you've processed results and you do not want parents to have access to the results before making school fee payments, right? You just turn on this button. Once this button is turned on, they'll not be able to view results until you purchase recharge card recharge pins or scratch card pins for them to be able to view the results. So by this you have control over the people that would view your results. And then this is portal password. If you want to change your portal password, this is where you do it. So this basically is how to set up the control panel as an admin or a staff. Thank you.